Hello, my name is Catherine Jackson and I am the Technical Director at Accounting for Sustainability, and I'm here to talk to you about our interactive guide on social and human capital accounting. Now you're probably asking yourself, what is social and human capital accounting? So human capital is when you're looking at your workforce and their skills and attributes, not only of your workforce but also the value chain as well. And your social capital is external to the organisations, those networks and relationships that you rely on and contribute to. The guide is being written by finance for finance, and it's been developed with our CFO leadership network and the project team, which is up here on screen for you, some of the organisations who were involved in developing it. It's a very practical guide and contains lots of tools and guidance and examples from the project team as well, so should be useful for you. If you want to access the guide, you can go to our website, Accounting for Sustainability, and our Knowledge Hub, where you can download it directly onto your computer or interact with it on the website. The guide contains lots and lots of information, so to make it easy for you to access it, we've included lots of different navigation tools. So you'll see that on the left-hand side there are lots of different sections to the guide, and you can click directly onto these and go directly to that section. There are also 4 lovely green buttons at the bottom of that navigation bar. They can take you back and forward through the guide. The home button takes you directly back to the front page, and the return icon takes you back to the page that you were previously looking at. Within the guide you'll also see that there are lots of link icons which take you to different sections of the guide, different case studies, different elements, and also sometimes externally to the document, to websites or further guidance that you may want to look at. The guide is applicable to all sectors and organisations. It's been designed to be practical, as I've said, but also to help integrate within decision making. So it's not meant to be a theoretical document or a methodology or a protocol. It's very much given as a practical example and practical guide. So if you're starting out on thinking about social and human capital, I would recommend that you look at the introductory section and look at pages 5 and 6, which set out the definitions and the themes within this area. You then may want to look at the business case, which sets out some of the different elements that you might want to look at for your sector and organisation, and also thinking about that business decision that you want to influence and why social and human capital might be important to it. And then you'd probably want to think about scoping your assessment, which is in the scope section of the tools and guidance piece. If you're already starting to think about social and human capital, I would recommend that you go directly to the tools and guidance section and look at the different stages that we've set out there to see how you've undertaken your assessment and whether you've taken all of the relevant areas into account, thinking about the scoping, measure and value, evaluate and apply areas. You'd then probably want to go to the integrate section and look at the maturity map there, which sets out the characteristics of beginning, intermediate and leading practice, assess where you are and also where you want to be. So regardless of where you are, whether you're beginning or leading, I would recommend that everyone looks at the practical examples section. This sets out all the project team examples of how they've gone about accounting for their social and human capital. Each one sets out a key theme that they've addressed and a business benefit. There's also a 1-page summary which sets out the what, why and how, and then the subsequent pages give some more details. For example, within this section, one organisation has valued their human capital to respond to the risk of a skills shortage in their industry. Another organisation has incorporated social capital measures into their R&D to address revenues and to increase their revenues. So I've given you lots of information about the guide and we hope you have found it useful. We would love to hear your feedback on it, and the final page of the guide shows how you can get in touch with us to either give us feedback or to find out more. Thank you very much.